Today I want to talk about connecting commandlets together via the pipeline, and by doing so we can get a lot more done. So I'm going to go ahead and use the get event log. I've used this in past episodes. I'll go ahead and get the system event, and I only want to show errors. So I'll go ahead and run this, and this obviously gives me the system errors on my box. But really what I want to do is build a report, and I want to find out here is which of these sources are generating the most system errors. And now I can't do this with just the get event log commandlet, but what I can do is take the results, which are in the form of an object, and pipe them to another commandlet to do just that. So I'll go ahead and pipe that to group object, or group for short. It's an alias for group object. And I want to group the source property, and we'll go ahead and run that. Now you can already start to see some stuff here. The service control manager has generated the most system errors, and that is a total of 164. But I'm eventually going to want to save this report to a file and maybe send this to somebody. So I want to pretty this up a bit. Now, what I actually want to do is sort this in descending order so the one with the most errors shows up on top. And I also want to remove this group part here because I don't need it in my report. So I'll go ahead and remove the group part by using the no element parameter. And you can look up the help document if you want to find out more about the group object commandlet. Now I'm going to go ahead and take those results from the group object and then pipe those over to sort object. And I'll use sort for short, and I actually want to sort by the count property in descending order. Now I'll run that. Now this is starting to look like a pretty good report. I have, the service control manager at top, which is generating the most errors, and then it goes in a descending order. But there's one thing here you'll notice, that the PowerShell formatting system is chopping part of this name out, and I want to go ahead and fix that. So I will go ahead and pipe the results of the sort commandlet, the sort object commandlet, to yet another commandlet called format table. And by using the auto size parameter or switch, I can make this look a lot better. I'll go ahead and run that to see the results, and sure enough, this is pretty much exactly what I want to see. Now the only part really left is now saving this information to a file and then giving it to whoever wants to see it. So I again can do this by taking the results of the format table and then piping those results into a commandlet called out file. And I can go ahead and save that to a text file, and we'll go ahead and run that. Now just to show you that that did work, I'll open up that text file, and sure enough you can see this report that I generated. Now this is pretty basic, and there's nothing advanced about this, but hopefully you kind of get the concept that you can start with one commandlet that generates some sort of output, and then pipe that information to another commandlet to do something else, and you can continue that chain all the way until you get the results that you want. In this example, I did something with a report, but you can do this to pull computers from Active Directory and maybe do something with those, or maybe reboot them all. Whatever you can almost think of, you can use the pipeline to help you do this. Now, one thing you might be wondering is, how in the world does all this work, and what commandlets accept pipeline input, and what kind of pipeline input do they accept? And I will actually be saving that for another few videos that I'll be taking here, hopefully in the near future. Well, thank you for watching.